defender Erik Sviatchenko. Erik, I guess just to start off here, just positive your return to the lineup, back with the team here. Just your kind of thoughts on that performance, at least while you're on the pitch there.
Yeah. If something can be found of positives, it's of course from a personal perspective that I've struggled with an injury for a while, and be back in the starting 11 is something that I'm very happy about, and of course I would have wished that I could have scripted it differently. But football is a brutal game, and right now we are in a phase where we just we don't get those results and performances that we want to, and the only guys that can get out of this is obviously us, and we're doing everything we can each day. But this one was divided in two halves. First half was a okay half where we were in the game, and then second half, right before 60th minute, I think, from a throw-in where we conceded a lot of throw-ins and we did okay, but that one was just it was a great play from Longwane. I think it was him, and then 1-0, and then suddenly 2-0, and then the game evolved in a way that we didn't expect it and wanted to.
Thanks for that. All right, Dustin, go ahead.
Hey Erik, I know you were on a minutes restriction tonight. How are you feeling coming off of that game and looking forward?
Yeah, I would have wished that there was no restriction, but we just got to respect sometimes the return to play, and the guys know exactly the numbers, and this matched the 60th minute. But I felt physically very very well and healthy, and I didn't feel like 60 minute was tough, and that's because the work we've been putting in the last 1.5 months has been high level. So hopefully I'm entering kind of a phase where I'm robust and can manage game by game, and for the second half of the season it's going to be a crucial part for me and for the team.
And you guys gave up 3 goals tonight, third game in a row. I know you didn't play in the other games, but what defensively do you feel like you guys need to improve on to get better results?
Yeah, it hurts, especially when you compound 3 games in a row with 9 goals. That's not typically us. It's not something that we want to have on our back. But it is what has happened. And a good example is today that when you concede 1 goal, within a minute you've conceded 2 goals, and that's kind of there's a psychological aspect of conceding a goal, and normally you'll kind of have your heads down and you're hurt in some way because they just scored, and they take advantage of that, and that has happened too many times, and that's what we need to be much more aware of, and really dial in and be kind of, let's quote it, animals in that sense, and be dialed in and be heads up, chest up, ready for what's ever going to be, and those next 5-10 minutes are critical. And we haven't been able to be in that kind of psychological aspect good enough. And then today I think there was 4 shots on target and 3 goals go in. That's also the story of these sometimes goals against. But of course it's something that it hurts seeing 9 goals conceded, and you have a difficulties in winning games when you concede 3 goals.
Just the last one from, I know you guys have been struggling, just as one of the leaders, as a veteran on this team, what is the message you have for the fans and for the rest of the guys in the locker room as you guys push forward into this busy summer?
No, we enter the second part of the season, and I think it's just my nature is that I'm calm and composed, even though that the house sometimes is on fire, but even in the eye of a hurricane, we still see some light, and we still see some progress. It might be difficult to see for everyone when you lose 3 games in a row with 3 goals conceded in each of them. But this is a long stretch, and knowing a little bit about the MLS, it's momentum, and momentum can change so quickly. And again, in 48 hours, we're back at Shell Energy Stadium, and we need urgency. We need that from everyone that plays the game, but we also hope that we have support, and that positivity kind of shines through. It's a mental game, and football is a positive game. It's joy, it's smiles, and we need to find that in some way, because spiraling in a negative way, it's a very very tough job then to get out of. So that's my message. That's how I see football. Within one game, it can change for the better, for the worse. But I'm always an optimist. Always.
Thanks, Erik.
All right, we got a minute or two. Herman, if you want to go quickly.
Hey, Erik, just the mood in the locker room and what was the message that Ben gave the team after tonight?
No, the mood is always after a loss, a heavy loss. It's quiet. People are looking at each other, looking down, and it's of course very natural. It's difficult to put into words sometimes after a game. You're emotional. You've just played the game, and when we reassess the game, then we'll have some analysis of that. The manager came in, Ben came in and said that, listen, first half scrappy, but we kind of hold on to a result away in Minnesota. It's never easy in MLS to get points away, but of course not good enough not to put in 90 minutes performance, which we like I said, in 2 minutes the game is lost, and that cannot happen.
And in training this week, what are the little things that you can change to start turning this thing around? As you touched on, it's kind of the halfway point, and you need to start building some positive momentum going forward.
Yeah, I think football is in a whole scheme. When you're in a problem, then details becomes these problems. When everything is good, then the details is nice. But right now, these details matters a lot. So we need to think in situation where we might think that it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be saved by the other guy, or you're thinking it will be fine. We just need to think much more in a worst case scenario in the football way, that there could be a cross. I'll get to my position early. I'll get to my position quickly. Think a little bit ahead and always be alert. And if we can do those things in training, it will transcend into the games and basically be on your toes for 90 minutes. If you break down a game, it's 15 minutes, halftime. Go to the second half, 15. It's doable, but it's up in this top of the head where you got to be dialed in. And the result today, especially with those 2 goals conceded in 2 minutes, that's something that we gotta quickly address.